Stitch Fix. What? 25%. That's pretty big. Sienna, huge gap. All right, Tesla's making moves. Over 2. What's up, guys? So another day on Wall Street, third day of a potential follow-through day. We're looking for it after day 4. Stitch, we got a couple good things going on. Not a whole lot, but a few. Stitch Fix, Sienna, Grifols, Tesla, all up pretty good. MMNFF, AMD. IBD woke me up with AMD reaching a reaching near a buy point. Looks like it's at that buy point right now. So if you guys want AMD, now would be a potential time to take a trade before a follow-through day. A lot of stocks do break out before follow-through days. You just kind of have to make that judgment and or trade smaller. So I don't know. I do like the AMD breakout. It's a larger company. It's a big company. The sell-off here on AMD has not been substantial. So I guess I'm debating taking a position on AMD, even though it's before a follow-through day, which, as I stated earlier, would be tomorrow. Yes, Ethan. Do you got more ice packs? No. What are you gonna play?
Zelda and Mario.
Sure, go for it. You get teeth brushed, right? All right. If James wants to play, tell him to come talk to me, okay? We're in a mid-move. You mean this is a little correction, then we go on to bigger, better things? Definitely possible. IIPR trying to go into new highs. Let's do something. I will say a lot of stocks are basically new highs and not completely cracking like last time, but if we get another downward move, obviously they'll start cracking, but let's go down the list here and see what looks good today. Stitch Fix, Sienna up too high to buy, Grifols. Tesla looks like that green candle turned red. We'll see how. I'm still eyeballing a much longer term position on Tesla, but again, just eyeballing it at this stage. Acacia Communications could be an interesting turnaround play. It's not necessarily buyable at the moment, but around the 200-day moving average, looks like a stock that, it's still well above our trend line here. I guess not that far above. That's not too bad. Evercore straight off the bottom's pretty good. Never do market order in IB. Why is that? See, here's another one down at lows that's been sitting here for a few days. Auto Home. BLFS looking okay. 30%. So that could qualify as a cup for BLFS. And check, maybe getting to the point where we want to break a trend line. Hold on. What are you guys arguing about? James, go get dressed for the day. Don't worry about what game your brother plays. He can play anyone's game. Huh? I can't understand you. Stop micromanaging what your brother does. Go get dressed for the day, please. Huh? Oh, Jamesy. Yes, hurt. I'm still streaming. What's up? I threw him away. All right. Filled your order at 108. Was that an overnight fill or? IB is supposed to be one of the most liquid brokers on the market. That seems strange. Take two still going up. I'm going to make a sub list of things that already moved. Wow, Starbucks. Race continues to act well. Yeah, Tesla up 4% today. They're chopping around though. They had a big sell block come in there. Starbucks. LPLA looks very good here. Where'd my pen go? TD. Interesting. That's a massive structure on CERN here on the weekly. That's a huge structure. Only 37% deep. It seems deeper than that. That'd be good to break out of, though, if CERN could get out of that this area right here. Got the trend line at about 73. Yeah, what do you need? Oh. You can't hook it? Yeah, it's a little difficult. Let's bend it out a little bit. You gonna have a hard time at school today doing this? Yeah, this one's weird. I put this in a weird spot, that's why. You're welcome. Shoes and socks, please. Aww. Let's see, Pergo, Workday. Generac. Wow, look at Lope. That one's already gone. A few days ago. What's Apple doing? Not a whole heck of a lot. Wow, yesterday was very light volume. ZTS is already gone. Air Lease, you know, the other day that one was trying to get over its trend line. Oh man, my 5-year-old just won't stop crying. What? What?
I don't want to go to.
Alright, guys, got James with me. He's feeling fine, but he's not liking something this morning, so he's with me. You'll probably hear him pop up. Seems you check out our actionables, which is not very thick today. ESNT looks really good, though. Very tightening up a little bit. That looks really good. Yes, James. Thought AMD was on my watch. No actionable list here. Holding pretty strong at that 466. Probably will have a breakout further day today. James, Rob says hi to you.
Hi.
You didn't hear Rob, James said hello back. So AMD looking good here at 33. Wow.
Dada,
Mm-hmm.
can I watch something? Please.
When you keep getting you ready for school, Bugs.
Okay, but I want to.
Eli also says hello, and he says nobody wants to go to school, but the life is balance of what you need and have to do. So what do you want to do right now? Hmm? going to watch something. So you need to go to school and you want to watch something. What about you don't go to school and you don't watch something, you just stand in the corner? No? Okay. Okay, we won't do that one then. Because that would be balancing everything, right? Yeah. All right, hold on, guys. I'll be back in a little bit. Oh, for crying out loud. That's right, Eli. I'm glad you recognize my skills. Sometimes I want to go long AMD. Sometimes I want to go short AMD. So instead I go to the casino. Okay? That's very, very good compromising. What was that? Atlassian. So we got our second run up to the trend line. If we don't get out of this correction, could be an opportunity to actually take some short positions. As I mentioned, during these little corrections, bear markets. We're not a bear market yet, but one leg lower we will be, probably at least close. And Soli down 5%. That's it. It's not bad for Soli. And KGKG giving it up. Finding some support there on the 50-day moving average. Let's see what IBD has to say. Always good to read some of IBD. As the website renders over the next 12 seconds. Stupid frickin' people. Profitable pot stock reaches buy zone. They're talking about our IIPR. Yes, definitely getting into that buy zone. Let's take a look at the volume today. Pretty good volume today. Can't argue with that too much. Not quite sure if I want to be jumping into positions at this point, but let's see what Tesla is doing. 313. Tesla had some choppy volume coming in earlier. We were pretty green, and then it looks like we went pretty red. So yeah, still choppy in Tesla. There's definitely still some distribution around here. Getting up to the 200 level is pretty good. We mentioned they've got a pretty strong pivot point way up here to 60, so that's going to kind of be a ways away. On the way up here, it's not doing too bad or too great. Kind of like that compromise we were looking at earlier. Slightly heavier volume, but nothing reeking of major accumulation at this stage. There's some good volumes here. Undercutting a little bit is pretty normal. Looks like we're pausing at about the high of that area. So the NASDAQ yesterday with a lower volume day, at least on the futures. Sorry, James was in my face this entire morning. Probably will be in about one more minute. That's about his span here. Yesterday, lower volume, tighter spread on the day. Wasn't the worst thing in the world, but we're still underneath that trend line. Which happens to coincide with our resistance point. So nothing doing quite yet. The aggressive trader could try to take that AMD position. Also an IIPR position on breakouts here today. Looks like the volume should be good for... On IIPR, look, it's pretty heavy. There you go. So there's yesterday's volume. Well above average volume. And a very good day yesterday. And today we're continuing with some of that buying today. So barring anything... too bad. Maybe sustainable breakout. Volume should be at 40% above average, which is what you look for a breakout. Let's see if we can say the same for AMD. Volume's pretty good. It's about 40% of average. First half hour of the day. I have not seen gold. Let's take a look at gold. Kind of a ascending triangle type of a formation. Not quite flat on the top though. Good volume into GLD here since the lows in early 2016. Definitely elevated volume for whatever reason. Large trend reversal, I'm assuming, is what they're looking at here. I guess something like that, maybe. Yeah, not looking too bad. I wish there's like a minor inverted head and shoulders with this guy being a shoulder and maybe this guy being a shoulder. This would be your neckline. Although I'm not so sure if gold goes flying, the stock market goes flying, but hey, weirder things have happened. So both of those guys doing okay this morning. Not sure if ESNT is going to start going for it. Its breakout point was lower. It was down here. And it's out of the buy range. It's up 8%. Yeah, that's about right. 7%. Been a long, crazy hold, though, if you held that one. Looks like it's working, though. It's just taking a sweet-ass time. All right, Sienna not giving anything up. Stitch Fix is giving a little bit up from the overnight session. AMD still looking pretty good. AMD that may work as a breakout, unless the market just collapses. Then that'll probably have to fall back down with it. Chegg, here's an interesting stock. Let's go look at Chegg. We haven't looked at them on the list here. '99 composite rating, 90 relative strength. Pretty impressive. It's like a little double bottom base, maybe even a flat base. It could be considered a double bottom. It's slightly deep for a flat base. Double bottom would put your buy point up here. Early buy point probably could be right on this trend line break, which wouldn't require the same volume signature. You just have to have elevated volume. And so far today, it looks like we're already almost at average. So that may qualify. Oh no, or we're not at all near average, and it doesn't even register. 200,000 out of 1.8 million shares traded. Yesterday we were at 1.4, 1.5. It looks in line with yesterday's weird garbage volume. All right, let's take a look at this 99 composite rated stock, which is kind of flying under the radar a little bit. Provides digital products and services, prints textbooks and e-textbooks to students via its online platform. 50% EPS change, 239% last 3 quarters average EPS, which means our last one actually slowed. 27% sales, 21% pre-tax margin, 19% in funds owning stock, 8 quarters of increasing fund ownership. No news at all for Chegg. Wow. Pretty interesting action, though. Saving broke students one textbook at a time. Save on textbooks. Looks like they also do some tutoring. I'll show their website, guys. Textbooks, tutoring. Hmm. Online tutoring platform, it looks like. Interesting. Yeah, Chegg not looking too bad. Starting an early breakout session here. If the market does stay good. I mean, great, pretty good fundamentals on Chegg. Hmm. Options aren't good. Man, everything's just so overinflated right now. Eek. Eek. KG down 20%. Why'd you buy that? This one's actually not bad. Yeah, put this on my actionable list. Oh, nice, Nick. That's great. And Bev's kind of rocking the FU train. Trade desk not really getting with those highs it was trying to go into. Oh, that's cool. Should have mentioned them earlier. They've had big runs. ESNT probably is about to start a larger run too. It just hasn't gotten going yet. Could get going soon though. I was hoping it was going to run out from the breakout point, but it's paused here for several weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weeks, maybe trying to get going here if the market goes bullish on us. ESNT is probably going to run. It's extended above a buy point. Actually, you could probably call this this is another flat base, as a matter of fact. This would be a base on base pattern, 6%. 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be your 5th week, and this would be considered a base on base pattern for ESNT. So, yeah, not too bad. Turns into a buyable base. Actually, not mad at all at ESNT. Let's check that out. Let's try to buy it. 49. 58.8 is a target. Let's see what the calculator has to say. Wow, pretty good in 43 days, although that's not going to happen. How about 134 days? That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all, actually. A little bit out of the money, but 50 October call. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. Everyone on the library had Chegg up on the monitor. That's good. ESNT with a base on base is pretty good. Just got to see if it's going to go. All right, let's go top down again. Sienna doing good. Stitch Fix giving up a little bit more. Grifols not giving up too much, but it's way out of a buy point. AMD looking pretty good. You're trying to break out again. Tesla still choppy at those highs. And Chegg poking its head out of that trend line. You out of here, Eli? I think I'm getting out of here soon, too. I got to go check on James. Unless he went back to sleep. He was crying so much, I wouldn't doubt it. I told him to go lay down. And then he started crying, so I told him to go lay down. Can't win. Thank you, Father, for thinking of my emotional health and telling me to go back to bed. I appreciate it. No, I said again, I don't want to go to bed. Come on, James. Starbucks. Just in the middle of this run. Just in the middle of it this week. Probably could propel this for another leg higher. Up here in the 85s, 87s probably. Just continuing on this trend. Right about there. If you give a little bit of wick up right there and try to close close to the bodies, you can respect a majority of this action. Although if you frozen rope that, it almost looks like it's going to be hitting highs here pretty soon. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Slightly different trajectories depending on, but still pretty close to come on, piece of crap. Getting extended, pulling back, respecting, and then just getting on with the program. I don't know, we'll see what happens here with Starbucks, but it's looking pretty good. Alright, AMD continuing to pop right there. Not mad at that at all. AMD looks pretty good. I'm not sure if it can lead us for the next cycle. I guess it's possible. Coming out of a flat base. It looks pretty good. Still buyable. Yeah, barely. Barely still buyable. And I think our volume is probably going to be good here today. So far, it looks pretty good. And it's kind of in line with yesterday, which would put it marginally on a breakout, but IIPR, ESNT. So tomorrow is our first potential for a follow-through day. So it's going to be dangerous to take some positions today, but some stocks run before the follow-through day. Stocks can break out at any time, and this is no change in circumstances. So if you like some of these charts, you could potentially take positions. I would start with lighter positions, just in case we roll over again. Like I said, this could just be another obligatory bounce out of extreme levels. Like here we had one after a massive move down, 3 days of up, and then you can argue one stalling day because this was an inside day. Then we break down here. So we'll see what happens with this day here over in this market action on the NASDAQ. We haven't broken the downtrend yet. These could just be bounces, but those stocks I mentioned are having better breakouts. AMD continuing right there. So yeah, if you guys want it, get it. But like I said, I would do a smaller position. IIPR, another one that is potentially breaking out here as well. And so far holding up here pretty nicely. A bit of a high volume sell candle right there. Good volumes here this morning. We're already at pretty much average volume. It could be if that continues, it could be a good day. This gets a nice break up. That could be a pretty good little trade. Yeah, the Chegg trade, not bad. Looks like it's taken over second spot. Looking pretty good. It's kind of an early buy point right here. A traditional buy point, if you consider it a double bottom base, would be here at 40.45. Let's go traditional. I'll put you at 48.5. Hold on a second here. Ah, shoot, I already forgot my... $48.54, that's it, huh? Oh, that's actually not too bad. Wonder what target I had out there. And both of those not too bad. But I want to see the market do something too. Like, it's hard to just jump in with the market still in a correction. Keep in mind, what things looked like back when we were here too. They look pretty good. I mean, the market starts looking really good, and then it just gives up lots of price. So got to keep that in mind too. Haven't got a follow through day. After a follow through day, it's not like the market stops trading and all the good positions are gone. You have missed some early moves, but by respecting the follow through day, you also miss out on being slaughtered as the market rolls right over before we get a follow through day. All right, Sienna still going for highs. Stitch Fix giving up those gains from the gap. AMD, Grifols doing okay. SNCR. How's Tesla doing? Still chopping around that area. Nothing definitive. Our buddy Chegg. EVR. Starbucks, Race. Eli Lilly. Bear flag, but maybe could break out of it to the upside. Fang, Massey, Otex, Domino's. Alright guys, I'm going to go here in a minute when I'm done going through these. We got a few potentials on the table for today. Just depends what the market wants to do, I think. I don't know, I think kind of a slightly red day today. Could not be the end of the world for the market, but it could mean a stalling day as we do get up towards that trend line. IDXX there, right up near all-time highs in the weekly. Crazy. Crazy good moves for some of these. For a while now. Service now holding up, bouncing above the 50-day after a massive cut through the 50-day. That's a very clear sell signal for a very leading stock that's been leading for a long time. So I'm getting some what appear to be some dead cat bounces, although we did completely overtake that bar. There's no rule about that, but that's a little bit bullish. ZTS rocketing into new highs. We noted that one. Real Page looks like it's trying to take out a declining trend line. Give me another one of those. It's not necessary. Oh, that's not too bad. That would qualify. I think that would definitely qualify as a cup and handle. It's a V bottom. Ideally, in cup and handles, you don't want V bottoms. You want more rounded bottoms. But yeah, maybe enough time has passed on Real Page. Looks interesting around this area. Volume isn't consequential, unfortunately, but I think it's worth keeping a look at. And those are my initials, RP. And why is Delaware calling me? Not anymore. So real page, we can kind of add that. Index. Is James out there?
I don't see him.
Okay, I put him in his room. He wouldn't stop crying. I laid him down. Is he asleep? Can you check?
He's playing on the ground.
Okay, good.
No. Sorry. I actually can't.
Is he crying again?
No.
Okay. Adobe, man, came right back after that big bounce lower. Was also undercutting the 50-day. So kind of another pivot point in the market. AMD almost looks shortable. You could consider that your third 50-day. You got a 50-day here. You got a bit of break here and the retest here. That could be a shorting point on Adobe. Although they happen in a very tight sequence. This cut happened under the 50-day. And we'll see what happens here today. I think the market's trying to feel the market out here. So, all right, guys, well, I'm going to head out of here. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Paycom not doing too bad, trying to get to highs. Yeah, if you want to pick spots, that's okay, but I wouldn't go super heavy. We have not had the follow-through day yet. If you do buy today and we get the follow-through day, you probably will be rewarded with that. If we don't get the follow-through day, we'll probably not reward you. It will do the opposite of rewarding you. So keep that in mind going forward, guys. All right, have a good day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.